Hello, Facebook family. It is me, Shannon LaBruyere, and I am live and loving it this beautiful Sunday night. Here in the United States, we're celebrating and honoring the mothers in our lives, and it's been a wonderful day. I hope you've had a good day. I know that they're not always happy, and I know that sometimes when we're missing our moms, days like today can really leave a gap and emphasize just what's missing. And so if you find yourself in that spot today, I want you to know that I've been praying for you, and I know that it will help because God promised that when we mourn, He'll comfort us. So whatever you've been juggling today on Mother's Day, good, bad, or indifferent, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Dave, glad you're here. Carol, glad you're here. Barbara, glad you're here. So glad you guys are jumping on. And today we are going to be talking about something that, I don't know, it really changed my life when I realized just how important it was to do. And I hope it has the same impact on you. And even if it's a concept that you're well familiar with, I think that just having a refresher in it is going to really help all of us to make sure that we're not spinning our wheels, wasting energy. Stephen, I'm glad you're here. Julie, glad you jumped back in. It's always a great thing to have you here on Sunday Night Live. I love seeing some of the same faces and names come back. This is amazing to me, and I really love it. And I've really loved the comments that you guys have been making and how we've sort of had things popping in the comment section and some of the messages you sent me. It's been really powerful. Hi, Ken. I'm glad you're here. And thank you, everybody who's wishing me a happy Mother's Day. I have a mother, although she's passed on. I am a mother to 3 adult children, and I'm even a grandma. And I've just enjoyed today celebrating all of it. So thank you. And we're gonna jump right into our training. Are we ready? Okay. Years ago, I was a member of a quiz team. It was a Bible quizzing team, and we traveled all around Michigan, competing against other quiz teams, and it really sharpened us. It was lots of fun, and we got invited to a tournament in Indianapolis. So that was pretty amazing. So our quiz team piled into a couple of different vehicles, and we got on I-94 and started heading off to Indianapolis. We were loving it. We were on a road trip. Christine, I'm glad you're here. Bobby, it's good to see you. Welcome, everybody. Talking about years ago, I was on a road trip with my fellow quiz team members. We were in a couple of vehicles, had kind of a little automobile train going, and we were heading toward Indianapolis, Indiana. Jumped on I-94 right here in the Detroit metro area, and we were having a grand time. And all of us kids were super excited. We couldn't wait to be there. We were glad to be with each other, glad to be going away, feeling the power of being with our friends and our coaches, and it was just amazing. We were having such a great time, and we were making fantastic time on I-94. We were really trucking it. And we all, I don't know if you guys have this habit, but we have a little tradition back in the day. When you crossed a state line, you lift your hands up and your feet off the ground, and so we celebrated when we went into Indiana, and we were making really great time. And then all of a sudden, one of us noticed that we were in Illinois. And all of a sudden, that great trip that we were on, all that great mileage that we were just kicking out, well, man, we were rolling. All of a sudden, we got this bad feeling in our stomach because back in the day, we didn't have our phones with the Google Maps. And so we had to pull off to the side of the road, and we pulled out that big paper map, and we started looking, and what we realized was this, that we could be making the best time ever on I-94, but we would never get to Indianapolis because I-94 doesn't take you there. And I want us all today to pause and reflect just a minute. whether we're making really good time or whether we feel like we're the tortoise and the hare, you know, in that old fable, that race that, you know, whether we're moving fast or slow, it would be wise for us to take a minute and think, what road am I on? Because if you're on the wrong road, it doesn't matter how fast you go, you're not going to make it. Now, fortunately, we were able to take a look at that map and see that there was another way to get to Indianapolis. We weren't dead in the water. We weren't totally out of the picture. Yeah, sure, we added several hours to our trip, cost more in gas. We had to make another food stop. We got to our hotel late. There were ramifications. But we were able to get where we needed to go once we made the adjustment. So I want you to stop today and reflect. Where is your thinking taking you? Where is your thinking taking you? Because our thinking is what drives us. Our thinking is what gets us from point A to point B. And the way we think is what allows us to get where we want to go. And if we're not careful, we will think a certain way, assume it's going to get us where we need to be, and we are going to find out somewhere near Chicago that we are not in Indianapolis. And better to make the adjustment now than to wait an hour, a week, a month, a year, or a lifetime to make that adjustment. We can choose to stop for a moment, reflect, where is my thinking taking me? So that we don't end up 10 years down the road saying, I thought I was going to be a great success. How did I end up here? I want you to be successful, whatever success means for you. And even more than that, I want you to be significant, because when we're significant, our success follows us. Being intentional about our thinking is how we get to that significance. So this is the first thing I want to point out, that it is not hopeless. If you have been on the wrong road, you can turn around. You can absolutely get there from here. What I want you to do is to plot your thinking course. How can I get from here to there? What thoughts am I going to have that are going to allow me to get where I want to be? I don't want to have habitual thinking that's got me on the expressway, mile markers flying by, and I'm not paying any attention because I think I'm heading in the right direction. All right? So, where is your thinking taking you? So, I want to point out some stinking thinking that I've had in my life that prevented me from getting where I need to be, and I get the feeling that I am not alone. I'm not the only person who struggles with this stuff. So you might see yourself in here, and if you do, know you're not alone, because most of the stuff I share on Sunday Night Live, I've already walked through it myself, or I'm in the process of butting my heads against it. So you're not alone. First thing, the stinking thinking that allows us to be on the wrong track is this: I'll start tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. I call this the teenager's bedroom rule. The longer you wait to do something, the less likely you are to do it. And if you've ever been a teenager with a bedroom that needed cleaning, you'll know what I'm talking about. You know you have to clean it up, you know it has to be done, and you put it off thinking, tomorrow will be a better day. We can think those things about our lives, and we often do. Oh, I wish I was in better physical shape. You know what? I'll start tomorrow. How many times have we said that about our diets, right? I'll start tomorrow. That stinking thinking, I'll start tomorrow, is the expressway ramp to stagnation and disappointment. You will not get there if you keep thinking, I'm going to start tomorrow. So really what you want to do is start now. I love this little anecdote from John Maxwell. He shared with us that when he was young, One of his mentors told him that every day when he got out of bed, he wanted John to say in the mirror 50 times, morning and night, do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now. 50 times, morning and night. Do it now. If there is any change in your life that's worth making, now is the time to start making it. You don't have to do the whole thing at once, but you do need to do it now, because coasting on that idea, that thinking that says, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it next week, I've got time, is going to take you in the wrong direction. If you've got somewhere you want to be, do it now, 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 do it now. And that was only 10. So you've heard about 15. So you've got 35 to go. Tonight, say 50 more in the morning. It works. It does. Us speaking that with our mouth goes in our brain. Works a good work in us. Do it now. So, first thing, stinking thinking, I'll start tomorrow. Don't believe it. The second piece of stinking thinking that gets in our way of actually getting to the destination that we are trying to get to is, I can't. I can't. There are very, very few things in this life or in this world where the term I can't applies. And off the top of my head, I can't think of any. So, okay, so that's one. You know what I'm saying. I can't. How often have you said to yourself, thought to yourself, oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. Well, this is what I want you to know, and I'm speaking frankly here. I'm being honest. I'm just being real. You're really saying, I won't. Whenever you hear yourself saying, I can't, what you're really saying is, I won't. So acknowledge that straight up. You can. You can do anything you want to do. Nick Vujicic, a wonderful man who has a heart for youth and a heart to stop bullying in the world, is a man who has no arms and no legs. He was born that way. They thought he was going to be uneducated. They thought that he was going to be on the public dole all of his life because he wouldn't be able to care for himself. He's a married man. He has 4 children. He has a powerful ministry. He is addressing and solving the problem of bullying school by school by school. And he's deployed a huge network of people who are also working to do the same thing. He is an inspirational speaker. He has done amazing things, and everybody thought he can't, and he didn't buy it. And I don't want you to buy it either. It's not that you can't, it's that you won't. Maybe the price is too high. Maybe the cost of pursuing your goal is more than you're willing to pay. If that is the case, fess up, acknowledge it. But that stinking thinking of saying, I can't, is going to prevent you from being where you want to be. You are on the expressway, making great time, going nowhere. All right, Shay, let's see. Thank you for that great piece of advice. I'd never admit it, but you are right. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you, and happy Mother's Day to you, Shay. And it's true, and I have to say that to myself as well. Is it that you can't, Shannon, or that you won't? It's okay if you won't, but don't fool yourself into thinking that it's impossible, because it's not. It's not. You have to change your thinking. You're not going to get where you want to go if you tell yourself you can't. If you say, I won't, it's okay. If you want to do it, you say, I will. I can, and I will. I will do it. I will find a way. I will make it there. You might have to make adjustments, just like we did when we ended up almost in Chicago and had to make a course correction. But we did it. Was it our favorite thing? No. But better to find out before we were in Wyoming, which is where 94 takes you. So, I mean, we were having a good time. I don't know if we would have made it to Wyoming, but anyway. Don't be fooled by stinking thinking that says, I can't. What you're really saying is, I won't. And that's a whole different issue. All right. The third thing is this, and we'll only talk about 3 pieces of stinking thinking tonight. The third piece is this. I don't have enough, fill in the blank. I don't have enough time. I beg to differ. Oprah Winfrey is out there setting the world on fire. She has the same amount of time as you have, right? I don't have enough time. Neil Armstrong went to the moon, had the same amount of hours in a day as you have. I don't have time. I don't have time. Mother Teresa changed the world for good with the same amount of hours in the day as you have. I don't have time is stinking thinking. And if you don't change that, you are not going to get to any goal you set. All right? I don't have time. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money. How many of us have felt that way? Well, it depends on what you're trying to do. And you've got options. The thinking, I can't do that because I don't have enough money, it doesn't play. My niece, Kayla, loves to travel, loves adventure. She just packed up and moved from Portland, Oregon to Alaska, and I can't remember the name of the town. I want to say it's Haines, Alaska, and I am so proud of her. But you know what she did? She went and she's got a job. She's working, staying with a girlfriend. She's going to stay for 6 months, have her adventure, make money while she's there, live the life she wants to live. It's not costing her. She's earning. There are ways to do anything you want to do. You can earn money. You can save money. You can start small and not spend money by going to the library or going to your Salvation Army or going to the Play It Again sports resale shop. I don't care what it is you want to do. Saying, I don't have enough money is not thinking that's going to get you to your goal. You can earn it. You can save it. You can get scholarships. You can do things for free. You're a creative person. I have every confidence that if you really want something, you can do it. Do not let the thinking, I don't have enough money, be the thing that stands between you and taking the next step. Just the next step. How about this one? I don't have enough support. Nobody wants me to do it. Nobody will help me. Nobody will get on board. I want to be an entrepreneur, but nobody wants me. Stinking thinking. That is the thinking that will have you on the fast track to going nowhere. You can support yourself, invest in yourself, make the bet on yourself. You cannot expect other people to buy into your dream, to feel the passion that you feel for whatever change it is that you want to make in the world. And if they don't, it's okay. You do. And there are other ways to find support for your dream and for your goals and for where you want to go. This is a great place to find support for your dreams and your goals. This is a great place. Sunday Night Live is a great place for you to get encouragement and be strengthened and be equipped so that your thinking is going to take you to Indianapolis, not to Chicago. You have support. Take a look at your friends. Take a look at where you spend your time. If these aren't people who are feeding you, who are helping you, who want the best for you, then it's time to get new friends. It's true. It's absolutely true. I know. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's Mother's Day and I'm just feeling feisty, but I just don't feel like sugarcoating things. And you may need to get new friends. If you do, go find them. Because staying on the track you're on, thinking I can't do anything because I don't have support, is not getting the change made. It's not getting the good done that you want to do. It's not getting you closer to your goals. All right. So those are the 3 stinking thinking things. I'll start it tomorrow. Start it now. Do it now. I can't. What you're really saying is, I won't. And that's stinking thinking. If you are saying I won't, you can just as easily say I will, because it's a matter of choice, right? It's no longer this realm of impossibility. It's a function of choice. I will or I won't. I will. So change your thinking. And then the third thing is I don't have enough. Fill in the blank. I promise you this. You have everything you need right now to start the journey you need to start. You have everything you need right now to do the next thing you need to do. If you know what that thing is, start now. Take the step, and you will see a whole new set of opportunities open up that say, oh, well, now I've got some more options. Things look different from this vantage point. Start now. You have everything you need to do the next thing you do. Just take it one step at a time. Cindy Potter, I am honored that you jumped in. Hello, and thank you for being here. I saw some other people pop on, and I wasn't able to say hi, but I want you to know that it's a wonderful thing to be able to gather together with you on a Sunday evening, getting ready to launch into a new week and be able to talk about things that allow us to thrive and grow in the changes that we want to make in the world. Thank you for being here with me. It's an honor and a pleasure. If you've never done so, you can go and like my Facebook page. It's called Support Life with Shannon LaBruyere. Just hit a like on that. I'd love it if you did. Let me see. You can go to my YouTube channel. You can go right to YouTube, search Shannon LaBruyere, and my channel will pop up. And I've got about 21, 22 videos there now with content similar to this. And we talk about everything from, let me see, we talk about how to get unstuck. We talk about how to encourage people and be an encourager. We talk about how to set our priorities. We run the gamut. I'm all over the place here. If it helps us thrive and grow, I'm in on it. Feel free to go check that out on YouTube. And if you've never been to my website, shannonlabruyere.com, I invite you to go check that out as well. I send out an email newsletter once a week toward the end of the week that is usually a slightly different take on what we talk about here on Sunday Night Live. And if you'd love to get that, you can either drop your email address in Facebook Messenger to me, or you can go to my website and sign up. But those are all the ways. If you're looking for some support in your journey toward where you want to go and you're trying to abandon some of that stinking thinking, those are ways that I can help you. They don't cost you a dime, except for they do require you to invest some time in yourself. I hope you take advantage of it. I hope you all have a terrific Sunday night. I hope that your week is wonderful, and I cannot wait to meet you back here next Sunday on Sunday Night Live. You guys are amazing. Mwah. Bye.